In this packet tracer physical mode, the company that you work for is experiencing problems with their LAN. You have been asked to troubleshoot and resolve the network issues. The only available information about the network problem is that the users are experiencing slow response times and that they are not able to reach an external device on the internet at IP address 209.165.200.226. Okay, look at this slow response times. Okay, first and second, they are not able to reach an external device on the internet at IP address 209.165.200.226. Okay, so this is the external server 209.165.200.226. This is the ISP, router R1, switch S1, and PCA. Router R1, this is the connection to internet to the ISP. This is the connection between R1 and S1, and this is the connection from switch to PC. The username admin01 with password Cisco12345 will be required to log on to the network equipment. Okay, step 1, troubleshoot the network. Use the tools available to you to troubleshoot the network. Okay, and go to PCA, desktop, command prompt, verify the IP configuration with ipconfig command, IP address, subnet mask. Okay, default gateway, not default gateway. Okay, and the default gateway for PCA should be 192.168.1.1. So configure that. Close the command prompt, IP configuration. IP is okay, subnet mask is okay. Configure 192.168.1.1 for the default gateway. Go back to command prompt and try to ping external server to verify. Ping 209.165.200.226. Destination host unreachable, and the reply is from 192.168.1.1, and 192.168.1.1 is gigabit 001 on router R1. Okay, so router R1 says destination host unreachable. So maybe the problem is on R1. Anyway, do the use tracer command. Okay, tracer 209.165.200.226. Okay, and the first hop is 192.168.1.1 is R1, and now repeat 192.168.1.1 time request timeouts. Okay, Control C to stop this. Obviously, tracer is failing, and the problem is on R1 192.168.1.1. So you can access R1 using SSH. Okay, ping to the interface 192.168.1.1. Okay, success. And if I can ping this IP address, I will be able to access SSH using this IP address on R1. But before to do that, document the probable causes. The gateway of last resort on R1 is not set, or the static default route to internet is not set. Okay. Another problem is maybe there is a slow connection between S1 and R1, because remember users are experiencing slow response times. So maybe there is a slow connection between S1 and R1. So another problem was the default gateway on PCA was not set, but I just configured the default gateway on PCA, and that was not the problem. Okay, the default gateway on PCA is not the problem. Anyway, and access R1 using SSH option L. Okay, it's not 1, it's L. Use the username admin01 with a password of Cisco12345 will be required to log on the network equipment. Admin01. The IP address on router 192.168.1.1, password Cisco12345, enter. Okay, the banner, and you can use show IP interface brief. Okay, both interfaces gigabit 000 status app protocol app, gigabit 001 status app protocol app, correct IP addresses. Okay, IP addresses, very good. Use IP route, show IP route. Okay, only directly connected networks, no static default route to internet. So the gateway of last resort or a static default route is not configured on R1. Or you can use show running config to verify, space. Okay, no static default route. This is the host name, the username, gigabit 000, IP address, gigabit 001 IP address. Okay, but look at this duplex half and speed 10. And for better performance, duplex should be full and speed should be 1000 because it's a gigabit interface, or it should be auto. But remember that the port on S1 is Fast Ethernet 5, so it's a Fast Ethernet interface. And for Fast Ethernet interface, the speed is 100 for 100 megabits per second. So a speed can be 100. Okay, so for better performance, change this to full speed, change this to 100. Okay, not to 1000 because the speed on S1 is maximum 100 because it's Fast Ethernet, and set the default static routes to internet. Okay, so configure terminal interface gigabit 001 and duplex full, enter. Okay, and enter. I lost connectivity. Okay, connection timeout, remote host. It's not responding. And access again. SSH admin 01182.168.1.1. Okay, wait a moment. Connection timeout. Okay, so try to ping that IP address. Okay, so request timeout. Request timeout. Okay, but you can use this console cable. Okay, use the console cable. to connect from PCA RS232 port to router console port. Okay, and using console access and close command prompt, open terminal. Okay, enter, enable configure terminal interface gigabit 001 duplex full and speed 100, exit IP route to internet, and the default route, and the it's recommended to use the NetHub IP address. The NetHub is gigabit 000 on ISP, and gigabit 000 on ISP is 10.112. 10.112. Okay. Okay, very good. And from PCA, close terminal, open command prompt, and try to ping again the interface gigabit 001 on router. Okay, request timeout. Request timeout. I lost the connectivity, but maybe the problem is on Fast Ethernet 5 on S1. So access S1 using SSH. Try to ping 192.168.1.2. Okay, and try to ping 192.168.1.2. Request timeout. Request timeout. Request timeout. And so I don't have connectivity to S1, to this IP address 192.168.1.2. So I will use the console. And where is the console on S1? It's on rear. Inspect rear. This is the console. And change the console from R1 to S1. Okay, and now the connection is from PC to console on S1. Click on PCA, close command prompt, open terminal. Okay. Okay, this is S1. Enter. Now you are on S1. Enable show IP interface brief. And now when you set ports administratively down, Fast Ethernet 5 is down, status is down, protocol down, and Fast Ethernet 5 should be up. Okay, remember this is the connection to R1. Fast Ethernet 6, status up, protocol up, the connection to PC, not problem, and VLAN 1, 192.168.1.2 administratively down. So that's why I cannot ping this IP address, because the virtual interface is down. And also it's not possible to access using SSH. So review the configuration of this interface, Fast Ethernet 5, and the interface VLAN 1. You can use show running config, hostname, the username, Fast Ethernet 5 duplex is half, speed 10, should be configured like gigabit 001 on R1, duplex full and speed 100. Okay, on fast Ethernet 5, and interface VLAN 1 is shut down, so use no shutdown command, and look at this, default gateway is 10 and the default gateway should be 11. Okay, so configure terminal, interface fast Ethernet 5, duplex full speed 100. Okay, now you can see fast Ethernet 5 is up, very good. Exit and interface VLAN 1, not shut down to. Okay, now VLAN 1 is stayed up. Exit and IP default gateway 192.168.1.1. Okay, very nice. And close this. Go to command prompt on PC. Ping router. Success. Ping the switch. Success. Ping the server, the external server. Okay, try cert to the external server. Success. This is R1. This is the hub. The first hub is R1 and the second hub is ISP. And ping to the server 209.165.200.226. Success. Okay. Implement network changes. Very good. This is done. Verify full functionality. Okay. Done with ping and tracer. Also, you can use SSH to verify. Document findings and configuration changes. Okay, the default gateway on PCA was configured. The default gateway on S1 was configured. The interface VLAN 1 on S1 was administratively down. So I used the no shutdown command on VLAN 1 to turn on this interface. The speed on fast Ethernet 5 on S1 was 10, and the speed on gigabit 001 on R1 was 10. So you need to configure this to 100. And the duplex on fast Ethernet 5 on S1 and the duplex on gigabit 001 on R1 was half. You need to configure this to full and set the gateway of last resort or set the default static route on R1. Is there another way to apply troubleshooting methodology? You can use the methodology that you want, but it's recommended to start from PC, then go to S1 and go to R1. So you can scale from the devices closest to you. Okay, start from PCA, then S1, and finally R1. Okay, completion 100%. Thank you very much.